Gamble with a high card. Gamble with a low. Go ahead and gamble. You're using our dough on Cut Sharks. And here's the host of Cut Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. I thank you. Welcome to Card Sharks. Delighted to have you here with us in the studio. And, of course, you at home as well. Thank you. The opening poem, we thank Ted Sabansky of Springdale, Arkansas. He's watching us on KFSM-TV, Channel 5. Thank you, Ted. And now let's open up the board and get to the cards. Go ahead. Janice and Lois, if you will, start loading in the cards, and we'll meet our Card Sharks. Alison Smith, our champion. Hi, Alison.
How are you?
We're good. And you?
Oh, I'm just doing fine. I'm so excited.
Good, that's nice. You seem to be having a good time.
Oh, yes, I'm having a great time.
Why don't you again tell us about yourself?
My name is Alison Smith, and I'm from Cerritos, California, now attending UCLA, and majoring in psychology so far, but you know what they say about changing your major. Looks like 2.5 times or something, and I live in the co-op, and I have the sweetest little kitty who steals underwear.
You have a kitty that steals underwear.
Yes, off the neighbor's clothesline that runs parallel to the fence. She just
only
runs
underwear?
by and rips it up. Socks and T-shirts too.
Oh,
and
well,
gloves and little baby shorts and stuff.
Good. All right. Does he put them on, or I don't know?
No, she drags him around and puts him in the driveway. It just leaves him there, so it looks really
Are your
tacky.
neighbors aware of this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because my mom washes them all and takes them all back.
Okay. Alison, nice to have you back here with us. And our challenger is Mildred Starr. Hi, Mildred. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
And again, won't you tell us about you?
I'm Mildred Starr. I live on the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. We boat and swim a lot, ski our grandchildren. But along about December, it gets so cold, we think about this nice California
you
weather.
ski your grandchildren?
We ski our grandchildren. We used to ski ourselves.
Who plays the sled? Which?
No, we're talking about water skiing.
Oh, I see.
Water,
Oh, I see.
Everything has to do with water at our place. That's why we come to San Clemente in the wintertime. Water, the beach.
Good thinking.
We like automobile racing and boat racing.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Automobile racing as well. You're a very active couple. That's very nice.
We're having fun.
Nice to have you back here with us, Mildred. And you both cut the cards at the beginning of the match.
Right.
So we'll pick up where we left off. We play the best 2 games out of 3. As we left off, Mildred, the challenger, won game number 1. So Janice dealt out the cards for game 2. And we start with a question to you, Alison. Alison, we asked 100 people. If someone offered you $50 to vote for someone you did not like for president, would you do it? How many people would sell their vote for $50?
I think a lot of people value their integrity a little more than $50 worth, but a lot of people also think that their vote doesn't make that much difference anyway. So it's going to be maybe a midway-ish number, about 50.
50 out of 100 would sell their vote. Mildred?
I feel that we Americans are so happy to have democracy, the right to vote for who we want to, and I don't think that many people would sell their vote.
So you say lower?
Lower.
Well, if it is lower, you'll play your cards. If not, Alison plays her. Of course, the next question should have been how many people would take the $50, walk in the booth, and do what they wanted anyway. 50 for Alison, lower for Mildred. The actual number of people who would sell their vote is 22. You're right, Mildred. It's much lower. And Mildred starts off game 2 with a 6.
Change that card.
You win the question. You have the right to change it. A good change, an ace.
Great. Lower.
Lower than the ace.
No. That's all right. I got an ace.
Double ace. And Alison, that gives you a free chance at a 2. Also a great card. Higher. And it is an ace.
Please.
And not going to take any chances. Alison takes
I can't afford
one card advantage. We move over the freeze bar. Mildred, we sent our man on the street to Florence, Italy, where he asked 100 Italian men, have you ever pinched a woman on the bottom? How many Italian men, yes, have pinched a woman on the bottom?
Italian men are noted for pinching on the bottom, and friends of mine have been there, gotten pinched on the bottom. So I think lots of those Italian men do. Like 78.
Would you be flattered if a man pinched you on the bottom?
I would be disappointed if they didn't pinch me on the bottom.
Oh, I see.
I really would.
You'd be disappointed if they didn't. 78 Italian men have pinched bottoms, Alison.
Oh, I love this question. I love Italian men. My boyfriend is an Italian man, and I think he's very nice. No, he doesn't pinch me.
Oh, good.
So I think it's a lot lower than that.
Lower?
Yes.
Oh. I I don't know, Alison. Let's find out. The actual number of Italian men who've pinched a woman on the bottom is 86. It's not lower. It's much higher. Mildred. Yes. Mildred, you are still looking at a great card.
Gotta be lower.
Is it lower? This time it is.
It's gotta be higher.
Higher than a 5. A queen.
Oh, it's gotta be lower.
Higher than a queen. A 10.
Freeze.
And now, as we move over the freeze bar, Mildred needs one card for the championship and a crack at the big money. Alison.
Yes.
California recently passed a law saying anyone who uses a gun while committing a crime must serve time in prison. So we asked 100 prison inmates in San Quentin, do you think the use a gun, go to prison law will be a strong deterrent against carrying guns? How many inmates think the use a gun, go to prison law will be a strong deterrent against carrying guns?
I think that inmates think that they're never going to get caught anyway, so they're going to use whatever they want. How many think it's going to be a strong deterrent?
Yes, how many inmates feel that is a deterrent?
Low number, about 33.
33 out of 100, Mildred. What do you think?
The convicts, I think, are going to think it'll be higher.
You think more of them will feel it's a deterrent?
I believe so.
The actual number of inmates who think the use a gun, go to prison law will be a strong deterrent against carrying guns is 36. It is just a little higher. Mildred gets control again.
Change
And
the 10.
now she can change that 10, and it's a big change for the challenger. A 4.
Oh, higher.
If it's higher, we have a new champion. We do. Mildred wins it. She got control and kept right on rolling. Alison, thank you so much.
Thank you
Good
very
luck
much.
in
I
your
had a
studies.
fantastic time.
You're a nice
Thanks a
lady.
lot.
Alison Smith. Thank you, Alison. Come on down here, Mildred. Well, Mildred, you've got $200 for winning the game. And now she's going to go for more money, the big money. I hope as soon as we take time out for this commercial break, we'll cross the fingers.
Buzzer celebrates National Spelling Bee Week with Match Game Misspellings.
Monosodium glutamate.
Monosodium glutamate. In our own Buzzer Bee.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
The Match Game second annual Buzzer Bee starts May 27th. Only on Buzzer. Let's spell.
She thinks there's one R in carrot. Don't upset her.
And we are back with our new champion, Mildred Starr. Mildred, nice to... You are ready to go. You cut the money cards.
I have.
All right. I hope you cut them very well.
Oh,
Let's get going. Let's get up there to the money cards. Come on, Mildred. I thought they caught us chatting away there, Mildred. We're going to give you $200 in new money with these money cards, and 3 cards to bet as you will. Move up to the second level. We'll add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Minimum bets, remember, $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. Good luck.
Thank you.
Here's $200. And you can, of course, change the base card on each level if you need to. Thank you, Lois. Mildred, you have 200 and a 9.
Change that card,
You
please.
can only change it once. You must play this one.
That's right.
Oh, right up the middle.
Lower.
How much money?
Oh, I have to bet money. $50.
$50.
lower.
Take the minimum bet that this card is lower than an 8. And it is. $250.
100 higher.
How much?
100 higher.
$100 and a 6. She's a gambling lady. I hope she's right. Higher. No. Down to 150.
100 higher.
Come on, let's see a biggie. $100 higher. That's big enough. $250. We move up the jack and give you the other $200. Mildred, you're up to $450. Do you want that jack?
I'm going to keep the jack.
You're going to keep the jack.
I'm going to keep the jack.
All right.
I'm going to bet $250 lower.
Ooh, no face cards out. Mildred, I hope you're right. $250 lower than a jack. No. Now you've got a great card, but you kind of lost yourself some money along the way. But 200 and an ace.
All right, I'm going to go 100 lower.
Now 100.
Right.
You're throwing me with your betting,
Gotta have
Mildred.
some
Come on,
money.
100 lower. It is for 300.
200 higher.
200. Higher than a 5. Yes, it's higher. 500. Mildred, at this point, I can't be sure what you're going to do. You got a 10.
Change it.
All right. Let's see a good one. Come on. A 3.
Yeah.
Great card.
All of it higher.
Nothing or $1,000. Be there. Higher. It is. Okay. $1,000. Mildred, you were throwing me there. You were betting. Well, but you were betting a lot on some cards I think I might have held back. Then when you had the big ace, you didn't have as much money. Don't be sorry. You won $1,000. 200 in the game. Mildred's got $1,200, and we'll be right back with a new challenger right after this. It all worked out.